Hi there, guys. Just wanted to pick up on the news today that Nigel Farage has responded to Peter Kyle of Labour, who claimed that Farage was on the side of people like Jimmy Savile in terms of protecting children. So as you can see in the article here, Nigel Farage is clutching his pearls because Peter Kyle, Labour's technology secretary, suggested that he, Farage, was on the side of sex offenders like Jimmy Savile by opposing the government's new Online Safety Act. Farage, as you can see on screen, Farage said that Kyle's comments were, quote, absolutely disgusting, and asked just how low can this government go. But in this video, I want to look beyond what appears to be a sort of thin-skinned and hypocritical response from Farage to look at how this sort of fake victimhood falls squarely within the right's playbook to modern politics. So I mentioned hypocrisy there. So in 2023 on GB News, Farage said this of Starmer, quote, let's not forget, this is the man who ran the CPS when Jimmy Savile, one of the most disgusting sex offenders in British history, was allowed to get away with it. Starmer has questions to answer. And there are numerous other instances where he said much the same. So far from being outraged by this response from Peter Kyle, I'm sure Farage would actually be secretly nodding his head in approval, really. But as I've touched on, this sort of fake victimhood from Farage is just part of the modern approach to politics on the right. So they can adopt different tactics depending on the situation. But as far as I can see, broadly speaking, it comprises of a few different methods and tactics. Deflect, deny, maintain plausible deniability, lie, double down, never apologise, go on the attack, and lastly, play the victim, as we see here. Farage's base is going to lap this up. They're going to say stuff like, how dare these establishment politicians accuse our Nigel of something like this? Ultimately, Farage exists in an us v them political world. So this sort of fake victimhood is helpful because it rallies people behind him and helps set him apart from the political establishment. The facts of the case don't matter. The fact that he himself has accused Starmer of exactly the same thing doesn't matter. The fact that he attacks people on scant evidence doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is whose side you're on. So don't ever think that Nigel Farage is doing anything in good faith, because he isn't. Always think about what the purpose of any communication from Farage is to his base. And that sort of critical outlook really helps understand modern politics. So anyway, thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you in the next one.